Hi, it's Mark here again. Hi there. Just a wee video to try and help. Just a wee to stop that stress when you're working with anything that's mathematical, anything that's mathematics. All right, just some weird pointers, and I just want to try and help you to stop stressing. And oh my goodness, look at that poor lassie there. Look at her. I really feel for her pulling her hair out, and God, she'll end up getting bald like me, won't she? Well, it's shaved, and I need to shave it again, don't I? Right, anyway, enough of the nonsense. Let's go on with it, because stressing can be awkward. It can be awful for people. We can all be like that. Everybody. We can all be stressed at times. We need to actually do something about it. So, instead of continuing to be stressed and feeling uptight and continuing that, calm, chill, have a cup of tea, or whatever else that floats your boat there to calm you. All right, meditation, whatever. If you've studied and you've looked at all the topics and you've studied all your topics and you know how to do it, and even if you don't, you can always look back on it, refresh it. The main thing is that if you have the knowledge, then you should know that in your mind you can do it. So let's have a wee look here anyway. So what you do is you stop stressing. Stressing won't help you. It just won't help at all. It doesn't help anybody, it doesn't help you. It just makes you worse. And it stops you from thinking. So the next thing you've got to do is to think about problem-solving routes, processes. And I'm always banging on about processes, and that's what it is. It's processes. If you've got processes and you put processes into place, it's not always the same process. It's different processes for different questions, different matters, different problems. But where there's a problem, there's a solution. That's my motto. Yeah, it can be difficult getting there, but you can get there. There is a solution. And if you do some more research and you do some work hard, then you've got the solution. You know the solution. And it's just then thinking rationally and put it into place. Thinking that puzzles should be fun. You don't stress at puzzles. And you know they can be done eventually. Might take time. Might take a lot of work. So the next thing is stop the confusion. Don't be confused and bamboozled and everything on top of you. Don't worry. Stop worrying about it. Chill. Think it through. Think it through, be rational about your thinking. Break things down into smaller chunks. Don't be smothered by so much. Don't feel a ton on you. This can go for almost anything in life. Break things down and think it through and take it a step at a time. One step at a time. Keep in mind, there is a solution. There is a solution. So if there's a solution, well, why worry? We can get the solution. We can find the solution. And it's just a matter of putting it into practice. And again, if you have to research again, you have to look back on things and you have to think about it a bit more, then come back to the problem at hand and then work it out. So the step by step, what you'd want to do is to split it into manageable chunks. You start by extracting what you can. It's the very first thing you do. All the words and all the bamboozlement, all the haywire, everything that's going on there, take from it what you can. Shorthand it. Break it down. Break that down first as well. Don't worry about the final moment. Stop being bothered about that final answer and thinking that's the road where you want to get. It's like driving. I see people driving and what they do is they forget the road winds and it goes around and it takes time. And what they do is they point their car in the direction which they want to go. I want to be there. I want to go there. That's not the way to do it. So stop worrying about where you want to get to. Think about each step. Think about that winding road on the way there. Concentrate on the small tasks at hand. So if I was to bombard you and give you a massive big thing, there you go, I want the answer. Well, it doesn't come like that. You work it through. How would I do it? Well, I'm going to show you. It's all about the calculation, the processes, not to do with the answer. And I keep saying that. The answer will look after itself if you do the step-by-step and work it through. Label things out. So we could focus on that and keep focusing on it. I'm not going to. So step by step, you plan your steps one by one. Remember that there's processes. There's calculations to be done on each process. You do not think about the answer at this stage at all. You don't worry about the answer. We can always check back. So each step one, split it down, gather an information into a list. So my step one would say step one, split down, information, shorthand, information. Then I would list it down. Then once I've listed it all down, taken from it what I can, I would then do a squiggly line. Then I'd say step two. So in this one, euro currencies has to be put into pound sterling. Okay, so we would do that and work it through. So it's currency conversion. Okay, and we should know about that. Step three, US dollars. It's the same sort of thing. But we're splitting it down. You can split it down as much as you want. Once you've done it, squiggly line. Move to the next bit. Label it. I've labelled them here. I'll let you see the labels. Step four, understand the formula. Look to see what is required with the formula. List it down again. Step five, you need to know the cash and the assets from that formula. The formula tells you C equals cash, A equals assets. Right, we have to work that out. So we've got to calculate that information in step five. Step six, you look back at the formula again. Now that you've calculated out, you've got the totals for cash, totals for assets. Now you can work through the formula, and formula is just about working it through. So you split it down into nice wee tasks, BODMAS, and again, each step, each calculation, you can split it down even more if you wanted to, and head it up, label those steps. Squiggly lines. Step number 7 is now the answer, and it should flow to that. Check step 8, I'm going to throw in an extra wee step here. Check your calculations for each step. Check that you've done it correct. Check that you've got there. So you split it down. Don't give up before you started. Don't be blinded by everything in front of you and think you can't do it, because you can. Use a rational method. Understand the question, the information. Take the figures from it. The units and everything, it doesn't matter, it's the processes. And once you know that there's processes there, put the processes into place and everything else will follow. Have patience. Use a divider between steps. Like I said, I use a squiggly line. Name the steps and give them purpose so that you know what you've got to do in each one, but take it a step at a time so that you can look back to check it. And it means anyone else looking at that can see what you've done with your calculations. How did you arrive at things? Work it through. The mathematics is all about processes and steps. Short wee summary for you. Split into smaller chunks. Take the information from the text. Know all the information first. Understand each step, step by step. Name and label. Label each step so you can look back on it, and anybody else can look back and say, oh, what have you done? How have you done it? How did you arrive there? How did you do those calculations? It's all about the calculations. Use your knowledge for each topic as it's required. Every question is different. Every step will be different there as well. Gradually build to the answer. Remember, processes. It's problem solving. Okay, there's no easy way, except what I've shown you. Hopefully that helps you, and it hopefully gets you thinking problem solving, rational, split it down, break it down into nice wee chunks. See you again. Bye just now.